Hi everyone, Murdoch here, hope you're well. This is for you if you're curious about how to shallow the club in the downswing. Now, in order to shallow it in the downswing, we want to make sure that we're not too shallow going back. We want to make sure that we're setting up well. In other words, don't reach for it. In an effort to come from the inside, a lot of people stand too far from it in the address position, thinking that they can come in this way. But that'll be a loss of posture and getting stuck. So let's set up the correct way. So arms just hanging down, and there you are holding the driver or 3-wood. So feel closer to it if you were reaching. I want your arms to feel like they're really just hanging down. Now when you're in this setup position, give yourself a little reminder of where the body would be during the plumb bob by turning your left hip and feeling a bit more dynamic off the right side. So feel capable that you can make this move. That's a nice little tip for you to do on the first tee. Imagine that you're pointing both cheeks down behind you here. So really feel like you can turn while staying behind your plumb bob. So throw in one of those quickly if you feel like you've been a few days without golfing and you feel a bit stiff in the lower back. The next thing to remind yourself of is the backswing needs to be on the correct plane. So in other words, you're going to feel in your backswing that the path of the club is going to be outside going back. So that way you've got room to come inside as you clear the lower half. A lot of people, like I said, stand too far from it. And in that position too far from it, they take the club inside in an effort to try and keep it on the inside going through. But that's when you'll stand tall and flip it, or out the heel out to the right. So stand correctly, make sure you check that. Throw in one of those turning lower half positions here. Check the lower half, check the back. I want you to miss it going back. Now, if you haven't got one of these, quite a good visual for you to have on the first tee is imagine your golf bag is standing here. You're setting up closer to it, arms hanging down. You've done your check. Imagine the golf bag standing right here on the line of your heels, and you've got to make a backswing missing the club, missing the bag. That way you'll have room then, as you stay behind it, to turn and come in shallow into the ball. So it's a game of opposites, and that's another example. We've got to create an outside path going back, so you've got room for naturally the club to drop slightly inside as you turn. Remember, the turning body will create a shallowing out. So this is why in that address position, you're checking you're not too far from it and checking that you can create rotation here. So my plumb bob drill, or just standing in that setup position, turning yourselves to where you feel both cheeks pointing behind you, will give you a great indication of your capabilities of being in the right position. So I hope that helps you. Don't overthink it. Again, 3-wood and drive is the common club where this might happen. So just make sure that you're not overconfident, because that can happen too, where you can stand a little bit too far from it in an effort to get that extra yardage to reach that hole in 2, or that par 5 in 2 shots. Hope that helps. Thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Comments are welcome down below. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care.